Okay, so this is the beginning of the prefabrication process at Airbus. I'm going to start out this video by saying I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to show you. They've been very careful to say that I can only take pictures or video when I'm told I can, which means most of the time I can't. So I don't know how good this is going to be, but we're going to see a lot. At least I'm going to see a lot. I'm pretty excited by this. Can I? Here. So this is a prefabrication area where these parts go both to the Mirabel final fabrication area, but they also go to the plant in the United States for final fabrication.
So it's well built and we're able to...
So what's going on here? This is totally an international operation. Parts here are coming from Belgium, they're coming from China, they're being pre-assembled here and then being sent for final assembly at the Mirabel plant. But then they're also going to the United States for final assembly for that marketplace. There's parts from all over the world coming together right here in Montreal. So behind me is one of the assembly halls, and you can see down at one end, the fuselage is coming into assembly, and then as they move through, they just keep getting bigger. They say the goal is 13 airframes a month, or 13 completed planes a month is the goal. Don't think they're there yet, but that's where they're shooting for. So there are 6 airframes in this hall in various stages as they move through on the assembly line. So they come in over here from the prefabrication, and then they move along, getting closer and closer to being finished. And then they go to this building into another building. Apparently they've got about 1.5 million square feet under roof here that they're using for manufacturing. And there's just over 4,000 people working here at this Mirabel plant right now. That's a lot of space, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of aircraft. So in the station that's right behind me, these 2 aircraft, by the time they leave this station, they will leave on their own gear. So at this point, they're being supported as the wings are being mated. And then before they leave, the wheels will be, the landing gear will be put on, and they'll move on their own gear from this point forward. Okay, so what's behind me is really, really cool. This is a test bed. They've essentially built the framework of an A220 and put all of the electrical and hydraulic systems inside. There's a room over here that I can't show you, but this is where they can test things. And so they can recreate problems or test things to their limits. And they've got nacelles on here that replicate what the engines would do. And out on the wings, they can replicate all of the forces of flight and then run that through the test system. This is a very, very cool thing. And because it's all open and it's just a test bed, they can go in and they can put in a new system, and so that they can test new systems before they put them into a production aircraft or a test aircraft that's actually flying. This is something that is very interesting to me. So this is the 7th A220 airframe. They keep 2 from the original run of, I think, 8 airframes. I think they've kept 2 here for continuous testing. It's one of those things where they're always testing new things out. Many of the early prototypes of the aircraft were either destroyed or given to museums or just not worthy of keeping anymore after the testing. But this is airframe number 7. Airframe number 2 is in a hangar over here behind me. Can't turn the camera in that direction.
Glen, you want to go? Yes.
So this is test airframe number 7. There's no interior in it. It's in fact filled with these barrels that could be filled with glycol. And the glycol can be moved from barrel to barrel to simulate different weight and balance scenarios as they test flew the aircraft. And so they would move the weight around, make sure that they were within their weight and balance envelope. The place is packed with sensors and computers. Obviously there's no interior because interior is not needed. And there's also a chute that comes out the bottom when they were doing testing at the beginning, flutter testing and things like that. A point of egress so that the pilots and the test managers could get out of the aircraft with their parachutes on. Absolutely crazy.
Mirabel Information Tango. Weather at 2000 Zulu. Wind 360. At 6. Wind variable between 340 and 050. Visibility 45. 6,800 scattered. TCU. Ceiling 10,000 broken. 25,000 broken. Temperature 24. Dew point 11. Altimeter 2986. Approach. ILS runway 06. Landing and departing runway 06. Inform ATC that you have information Tango.
Mirabel ground, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, ready to taxi.
Mike Victor Uniform ground, roger, you need to do a run-up?
Run up complete, Mike Victor Uniform.
Mike Victor Uniform ground, roger, runway 06, wind calm, altimeter 2986, information Tango. Taxi India and Kilo, contact tower 119 this morning, holding short.
Taxi India and Kilo, contact tower holding short 06, Mike Victor Uniform.
Mirabel, Zulu, Foxtrot, Aviation avec vous, bonjour. Zulu, Foxtrot, Mirabel, bonjour, affiché dans confirmation d'intention.
On est à 2000 pieds aux enfants, ce serait pour poser les colis du bord.
Zulu, Foxtrot, tour identifié, puis 06, vent calme, altimétre 2986, autorisé vers arrière gauche, puis 06.
C'est vent arrière gauche, plus pour 06, du bord.
Mirabel Tower, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform holding short 06 on Kilo for departure.
Mike Victor Uniform, Mirabel Tower, line up and wait, runway 06.
Line up and wait 06, Mike Victor Uniform. So he's giving me a line up and wait. I imagine I'm waiting for wake turbulence to clear after the Antonov. Look at that thing. You see it? Oh, maybe you'll see it.
Mike Victor Uniform, Rebel Tower, contact departures 124.65 airborne, trim take off runway 06, good day.
Contact 124.65 airborne, cleared 06, Mike Victor Uniform. Airspeed's alive, everything's in the green. Montreal departure, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform off of 06 Mirabel.
Only Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, Montreal departure, good day, radar contact, just confirm passing altitude, climb and maintain 4,000.
Passing 1,000, climb and maintain 4,000.
Mike Victor Uniform, turn left on a heading of 270.
Left 270, Mike Victor Uniform.
Next 240, j'ai pas de délai jusqu'en atteignant 3000 pieds. Je vais avoir un virage pour vous lorsque vous allez être à 3000 pieds.
OK, on augmente le taux de descente pour 240.
Mike Victor Uniform, turn left on a heading of 240.
Left 240, Mike Victor Uniform.
Next 240, procédez direct l'IRT à l'IRT, autorisé pour l'approche ILS, plus 24 droite.
On dirige l'IRT autorisé ILS 24 droite, 240, merci. Mike Victor Uniform, Montreal.
Mike Victor Uniform.
It's you filed 6,000 feet, sir, for Oshawa. On your routing, there's an active alert zone up to 7,000. If you're willing to go up to 8, you can take your routing. If not, I'll have to vector around it. It's up to you.
I don't want to go to 8 because it looks like I'll be in and out of cloud all the way, so maybe I'll take vectors when I get there.
Okay, Mike Victor Uniform, very good. So fly a heading of 250 for the moment and maintain 6,000 feet.
250, maintain 6,000, Mike Victor Uniform. Okay, so we're out of Montreal airspace. Flying has become a little bit less stressful. They gave me vectors coming out of Mirabel just to try to keep me out of everybody's way. We're on course now, on our way back to Oshawa. The tour today at Airbus was, for me, absolutely fantastic. Loved every second of it. I got to tell you that. I saw some amazing things. Parts coming in from all over the world, being assembled there, sub-assemblies being built there and then being sent to the United States for final assembly, as well as final assembly being done at Mirabel of jets. Walked through the test program, saw, as I was getting ready to leave, I saw their aircraft, Airbus aircraft,
doing touch and goes and being flown, I would assume, in some sort of test program. But as a YouTuber, I was a tiny bit frustrated because there was a lot of stuff that I couldn't film that I can't show you. You'll just have to trust me that it was amazing. And I wish that all of you could experience it. Everyone who's interested in aviation, I wish you could all have been there with me. That would have been incredible. But I really hope that you still enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed the last episode where I flew in the A220 simulator. That was a lot of fun. It was like drinking from a fire hose. And I had a very limited time in the simulator. I'm grateful for the time that I got because it was a lot of fun and it was a new experience for me. I wish again that I could, do another 20 hours in that simulator. I think that would be incredible. So go back and watch that episode as well. And drop me a line, leave me a comment, tell me what you'd like to see. What sort of manufacturing plant would you like to see me walk through? Where would you like to see me go? Let me know. Thanks for watching. And we're just going to fly the next 2 hours back to Oshawa.
En 943, contactez terminal de Montréal, 12465.
Avec le terminal 2465, bonne soirée, en 943.
Salut. Canada 307, call Montreal 12787.
2787, Air Canada 307.
I was gonna ask for a deviation around that, but then I thought, nah, let's go through it, see what it's like. That one was really calm. It didn't have much of a build-up above it.
Jet Force 3372 formation, contact Toronto Center 1270, good day. Toronto Center 1270, Jet Force 3372, flight 5.
Didn't have much of a build-up above it. So I thought, oh, it'll be okay. And it was. How about that? But it seems that in this next section, 6,000 feet is just going to put me skimming the bottoms, in through the bottoms of these clouds. 8,000 feet isn't going to get me above them. And 10,000 feet just isn't an option. So, it's going to be like that for a little while. Toronto Center, Foxtrot, Mike Victor Uniform, level 6,000.
Charlie 5 Strat, Mike 15 Uniform, Toronto Center. Hello, Peterborough Air Altimeter 29997. How's it going, Glen?
29997, it's going great. Thank you, Mike Victor Uniform.
Air Canada 836, climb flight level 230.
230, Air Canada 836.
Just got a shout out from Toronto Center. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for watching. Kind of makes me happy.
Mike Victor Uniform via Utah, cleared RNAV approach, runway 30 at Oshawa.
Cleared RNAV 30 via Dutra, Mike Victor Uniform.
Mike Victor Uniform, traffic ahead, exits at Foxtrot, wind 340 at 14, clear to land, runway 30.
Cleared to land 30, Mike Victor Uniform.
Mike Victor Uniform, where are you parking?
To the T's, please. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see, what your thoughts are, and we'll see you on the next one.